Some welcome relief for weather-weary coastal homeowners. State regulators have rejected a bid by the Texas Windstorm Insurance Association to raise rates 10%, calling the hike an unjust and unfair hardship. The Texas Tribune reporting our state's property owners endured a 23% insurance increase for coverage last year, the highest in the nation. For its part, the Windstorm Association pleaded poverty, claiming damage from Hurricane Beryl will wipe out its reserves. Panel, looks like the Texas legislature may be asked to come to the rescue. Is that reasonable, given much of the state could end up subsidizing coverage for those of us who choose to live near the coast? Paul, you're up first. You just bought a house.
Yeah, and insurance was a big part of our closing costs. I think the question is, who's responsible for taking care of, homeowners? And right now, Texas is in a position where there was only $451 million left in the bank account for this particular group, and it's an insurer of last resort. They went from, I think, 160,000 insured to now 250,000 insured over the course of a couple of years. So a lot of people aren't able to find insurance with their regular homeowners insurance, people who used to carry their policies. This is going to be a Texas issue, a Florida issue, and it's going to be an issue all around the Gulf Coast. And we have to make a decision. How are we going to subsidize the cost of rebuilding communities? The Texan did some reporting on this as well.
That's right. So in 2022, the agency did increase fees by 5%. But unfortunately, with the inflation that we've experienced over the past few years and the rising cost of goods, the costs are about 38% higher than they were just 5 years ago. So there is a lot more involved in restoring and rebuilding after a major storm. We talked about this a little bit last week, but there is going to be an incentive. This is something the state lawmakers are going to have to look at to subsidize these insurance policies. And the thing is, you've got industry in this area that is of national interest and important to the world with your petrochemical and refineries. These employees that work, these are essential employees that work at these industries, and they have to be able to get affordable insurance for their homes.
Chris Tritico, is this the type of subsidy that makes sense for government to jump in on, to help people stay in their house, keep prices down?
Well, there's a breaking point for individuals at some point. I mean, the 23% in 1 year, and then the windstorm comes in and says we need an increase, and then we need an increase here. At some point, the individuals say, "I can't. You've increased me out of my home." And so, yes, at some point, the legislature is going to have to come in and do something. And I think this is exactly the type of thing the legislature should be assisting with, I think.
Yeah, when Marcus's costs go up, we're going to see it on the waffle.
Oh, you most definitely will. Yeah, look. Legislation, regulations, right? And, we got to talk about the rainy day fund. That's what it's there for, because it rains like hell.
You agree with that, April?
Being a coastal community, we have to be able to take care of our citizens, and we have to understand that insurance are a for-profit company, but however, they do have to cover their losses, and they're dealing with a lot of losses right now. But like Marcus says, he took it from me, the rainy day fund. What is FEMA actually for? Not for illegal immigrants, to ensure the well-being of Americans, period. So if we cannot take care of Americans, we cannot have that conversation to take care of migrants or fund foreign wars.